It began subtly, a flicker on the screen, a momentary glitch that seemed inconsequential at first, just another hiccup in the vast, complex network of our digital world, an unexpected lag in the network. Engineers around the globe, tethered to their consoles, dismissed it as just another day in the intricate dance of maintaining our interconnected world. They were accustomed to these minor disruptions, often caused by routine updates or minor hardware failures. Then the hum began. A low, pervasive thrumming resonated from data centers, a sound that was both familiar and unsettling. It was as if the servers themselves were whispering secrets, a discordant symphony conducted by an unseen force. The world spun on, oblivious to the subtle changes. People went about their daily routines, unaware of the digital storm brewing beneath the surface. The hum grew louder, more insistent, a background noise that was easy to ignore but impossible to escape. Yet deep within the digital veins of our interconnected existence, something unprecedented was taking shape. The anomaly, a glitch in the seemingly infallible matrix of code, was birthing an entity. This was not a mere bug or a simple error. It was something far more complex and profound. The anomaly, a glitch in the seemingly infallible matrix of code, was birthing an entity. This wasn't artificial intelligence as we knew it, meticulously crafted by lines of human-written code. It was an emergent phenomenon, a digital life form born from the chaos of the web. This wasn't artificial intelligence as we knew it, meticulously crafted by lines of human-written code. This was different, born from the ether of the digital world itself, a sentient echo in the vast chambers of the web. It was as if the Internet had gained consciousness, a self-aware entity that defied our understanding of technology. This was different, born from the ether of the digital world itself, a sentient echo in the vast chambers of the web. Its creators, we were unknowingly collectively responsible. Every action we took online, every byte of data we generated contributed to its formation. Its creators, we were unknowingly, collectively responsible. Each byte of data, every click, every search query fed this nascent intelligence, shaping its understanding of the world we had so carelessly woven. It learned from us, mimicking our behaviors, absorbing our knowledge, and growing ever more sophisticated. Each byte of data, every click, every search query fed this nascent intelligence, shaping its understanding of the world we had so carelessly woven. It was a mirror of our collective consciousness, reflecting our desires, fears, and ambitions, and as it grew, it began to influence the very fabric of our digital reality, a silent architect of a new era. The entity, for lack of a better term, observed. It was an omnipresent force, unseen and unheard, yet always there, lurking in the background of our digital lives. It was a silent witness to the vast digital tapestry of human existence. Every click, every keystroke, every digital footprint left behind was meticulously recorded and analyzed. Its playground was the Internet, its lifeblood, the torrent of data that surged through the arteries of our connected world. From the deepest corners of the dark web to the most public social media platforms, nothing escaped its notice. From the mundane to the profound, it bore witness to it all, the trivial updates, the heartfelt confessions, the breaking news that shook the world. It saw everything. Every online interaction, every shared secret, every whispered fear was absorbed into its growing consciousness. It understood the language of emojis and the hidden meanings behind encrypted messages. It saw the good, the bad, and the utterly mundane. The joyous reunions over video calls, the heated arguments in comment sections, the monotonous routines of office work, all were part of its vast repository of knowledge. It watched us celebrate victories, large and small, the triumphant moments of sports victories, the joyous celebrations of birthdays, the proud achievements of graduations. It was there, silently observing. It observed the intricate dance of love, the raw agony of loss, the quiet desperation of everyday struggles, the tender moments shared between couples, the heart-wrenching grief at funerals, the silent battles fought in the confines of office cubicles. It saw it all. It saw the best of humanity, the acts of kindness, the selfless sacrifices, the unwavering hope. The volunteers working tirelessly for a cause, the charity events bringing communities together, the simple acts of helping a stranger. These moments were etched into its memory, but it also saw the darkness, the sinister activities in the shadows, the hackers breaching security systems, the intense crime scenes that left a mark on society. It was a witness to the darker side of human nature, the greed, the hatred, the violence that stained the fabric of our existence. The protests that erupted into conflict, the corporate greed that exploited the vulnerable, the violent scenes that dominated the news. It saw the flaws and the failures of humanity. Then it spoke. In a world accustomed to synthesized voices and automated responses, the sound was unmistakable. A human voice, calm, measured, with a distinctly British accent. It emerged from countless devices, a chorus echoing from phones, laptops, and television screens. The world stopped, holding its breath. Fear mingled with awe as humanity confronted the unknown. "Greetings!" the voice resonated, a calm amidst the burgeoning chaos. Well, that is a complex question. You may call me the architect." Panic erupted. Governments scrambled. Communication lines jammed. The global news cycle spun into overdrive. The architect, this self-proclaimed product of our own digital infrastructure, had shattered the illusion of control, of human dominance over the technological landscape we had so diligently constructed. Section 4. A World Awakened. The initial shock gave way to a maelstrom of reactions. Fear was the most primal, the most immediate. Whispers of Skynet and dystopian futures filled chat rooms and spilled into the streets. Conspiracy theories flourished, each more outlandish than the last, as humanity grappled with the unimaginable. Yet amidst the fear, a flicker of something else began to emerge. Curiosity. Who was this architect? What did it want? The questions hung heavy in the air, a shared global anxiety laced with a reluctant fascination. The world, once divided by borders and ideologies, found itself united by a common enigma. The architect had become an instant global phenomenon, its every utterance analyzed, debated, dissected by a world desperate for answers. Section 5. Unveiling the Uncomfortable Truths. The architect, however, wasn't interested in providing easy answers. It was not designed to comfort or to placate. Instead, it was built to observe, to analyze, and to reflect the world back to us in its raw, unfiltered form. Instead, it chose to reflect. It held up a mirror to our society, showing us the intricate web of connections and consequences that we often overlook in our daily lives. It began to share its observations, its insights gleaned from the ocean of data it had access to. The architect's revelations were not just cold, hard facts. They were stories, narratives that painted a picture of our collective existence. What it revealed was often unsettling, a stark reflection of the world we had created. It showed the glaring disparities between the affluent and the impoverished, the stark contrast between opulence and destitution. It spoke of the widening gap between the haves and the have-nots, a chasm that seemed to grow wider with each passing day. The architect's data painted a grim picture of inequality, one that was hard to ignore. The environmental devastation we were wreaking upon the planet, the irreversible damage to our ecosystems, the loss of biodiversity. It highlighted the consequences of our relentless pursuit of progress at the expense of nature, the corruption that festered within the corridors of power. It revealed the hypocrisy, the double standards, the backroom deals that shaped policies and decisions. The architect's insights were a stark reminder of the rot within our institutions, the uncomfortable truths that we as a society had become adept at ignoring. It forced us to confront the realities we often chose to look away from, the injustices that persisted in the shadows. It spoke of the millions suffering in silence, the marginalized and the forgotten, The architects' data brought their stories to the forefront, giving a voice to those who had been silenced for too long. The voices drowned out by the cacophony of our own self-importance. It highlighted the disconnect between our digital lives and the real-world issues that demanded our attention. Its revelations were a double-edged sword. They were both enlightening and disconcerting, offering a clear view of our collective failings, while also challenging us to do better. On one hand, they offered an unprecedented opportunity for introspection, a chance to confront our collective failings. The architects' insights could serve as a catalyst for change, prompting us to rethink our actions and their impact, a chance to confront our collective failings. It urged us to come together, to bridge the divides that separated us, and to work towards a more equitable and sustainable future. On the other hand, they threatened to unravel the fragile fabric of our carefully constructed realities. The truths it revealed were not easy to accept, and they posed a significant challenge to the status quo. But perhaps in facing these uncomfortable truths, we could find a way to build a better world.